Gaming Frost, pero for how long? Wala pa silang nabasag na tore, wala pa nga sila sa 30k. Alter Ego Esports, malapit na mag 45k sa gold. This looks like an impossible task para sa Alter Ego Esports.
Alter Ego just showing who's boss. Papasok si Pai dito. Let's see. Yung tower dito kalahati na ang buhay. Kaya depensahan to. Sivnea with the setup. Oh no! Masyado atang malalim dito ang Alter Ego. Pero napalaban na lang si Leo Murphy with the spiral strangling. Selly Boy once again with the bloods. Obo yan! Nako! Inubos yan! Pero that is a kick mula dito kay Koro. Ultimate defense. The ultimate Japanese defense. Mga kaibigan, Udil versus Koro. One-on-one with the great one. But Koro will fall down. Udil once again. That is of course your sticker. And Udil will finish off the game. Alter Ego gets the 1-0. Where's game number 1?
Isipin mo, Cho versus Loyi, naiwan. Sila na lang ang naiwan. Si Loyi pa ang nanalo sa 1v1 nila.
Napakahirap ng sitwasyon na yon.
Grabe.
And Koro, he did his best.
Yes.
Pero that was a total shutdown for him. Leo Murphy, man. Dito na papasok yung theory natin na baka hindi na kailangang jungle ang magbuhat. Baka hindi na kailangang jungle ang i-shutdown. Ang kailangan na lang i-shutdown ay side laners. And Leo Murphy, yung baba, yung gold lane, total dead lane para kay Koro eh.
Yep. Wala silang magawa. Doon lang lagi siya dumadalaw. Well, from time to time, dumalaw siya sa taas. Pero since nakita nila na, uy, nakakuha tayo ng isang early kill dito kay Cho, sige, let's continue this. Let's continue applying the pressure para makalabas dito si Pai, para makarotate si Pai, so he can apply the pressure elsewhere in the map, para makatulong siya sa team fights. And then nung nabasag yung unang tore doon sa bottom lane and nakakaikot na si Pai na mas madalas, doon na sobrang nahirapan ng Tennis Gaming Frost kasi andun na sila Lapu-Lapu with that burst damage.
Yep. Wow. Lapu-Lapu, Pai, since na-mention mo yan, gusto ko ring idagdag, Reptar, yung combo ng diversion na yung nasa loob, Lapu-Lapu. Hindi mo mapapatay kagad. So, surpriseahin ka pa ng Lapu-Lapu. Ngayon ko lang nakita yung ganong combo sa Alter Ego. Why not na Lapu-Lapu yung ilabas mo doon sa diversion para magulat talaga sila. And kapag may Lapu-Lapu kasi na umarap sa'yo, hindi mo agad aatakihin eh.
Yeah.
Tatakas ka muna eh. Kasi ayaw mong tamaan ka nung kanya mga swords.
Yeah, yung mga stun niya din yan na meron siya once he goes into Bravest Fighter. And then at the same time, mapapaisip ka rin kung ikaw yung Tennis Gaming Frost. Actually, that's one of the things na sana ma-highlight ng mga analyst natin mamaya. Kasi ang ganda nga ng execution doon, Manjin, na if you're gonna send in a Lapu-Lapu at that point, hindi ka mag-overcommit para patayin lang yung Lapu-Lapu. Napapaisip ka na, uy, andito siya, patayin natin. Kasi sigurado ka na papasok yung Tennis Gaming Frost para tulungan siya. And that's exactly what happened. Paglabas ni Lapu-Lapu, here comes Leo Murphy, walang takot-takot sa tower with the Imperial Justice. Ginamit yung stun niya para makuhuli. And then andun din si Pai going into Bravest Fighter kagad with the combos from the heavy sword na two-handed. And just like that, again, Alter Ego with that crisp communication. Grabe. Grabe talaga yung timings nila and yung chemistry. Kitang-kita. That trust to dive under tower. The trust to dive straight into the base para makuha ng kills. Confidence sa kanilang abilidad.
Yeah, I can therefore say na decision making is always the key para dito sa Alter Ego on winning team fights. And yes, Kuya Rep, sino nga ba talaga, even though meron kang Kadya, di ba? Pag may lumabas na Lapu-Lapu, ayaw din naman nung Kadya dito ng 10S na si Pai ang kunin. Ayaw niya rin naman na hilain dito yung Lapu-Lapu. Siyempre, mas pipiliin niyang hilain ay walang iba kundi si Selly Boy. And ngayon, doon nahihirapan yung 10S kasi parang mostly single target skills ang meron sila at meron lang silang AOE ay walang iba kundi doon lang sa implosion. Ang hirap maland nung implosion na yon, lalo na kung yung mga kalaban mo ay makunat and may mga pantakas.
And look at that. Obo yan, siya ang lalabas na MVP dito para sa 10S Gaming Frost. The team effort na nakita natin from Alter Ego Esports, look at that. But the team effort na nakita natin and then no deaths on him. Si Yam, minsan nga si Yam 3-0 and then no deaths on him. Si Yam, minsan nga si Yam nagiging sakripisyo na lang siya eh. Kasi ako yung trabaho niya is papasok lang ako with flowing blood, makukuha ko ng stun with blood o kahit na mapitas ako dito, yun na yung trabaho ko. Kasi sigurado ako na Alter Ego, yung teammates ko, makaka-follow up sila, makaka-rest back sila, they'll be able to deal the damage na I could not. And it's just clear understanding dito para sa Alter Ego Esports ng strength ng lineup nila which para sa isip ko, we have to go back to that draft. The reason why Cho has fallen off as a favorable pick is tumataas na yung stock dito ni Lo Yi.
Yeah.
At saka ng mga mages
Yeah.
na maraming zoning capabilities with the damage and the crowd control, which is why nakita din natin na hindi na madalas napipili si Tams that early.
Correct.
He's going into the fourth and fifth phase. Ang dami na nating tinatawag ko silang map
Way too
controllers or
perfect.
fight
Na Alter Ego
controllers
Esports,
that
I
makes
said
it
that
hard
it was
for fighters na
not
medyo
only poke
mabagal
their
na kailangan
can
lupapin
get,
na
Yeah.
hindi
but
makakalabas
deal with
sa mapa
that last
with some
play.
of their
And I think
skills.
that you
Yeah.
Kaya
remember
sila
that for the
bumababa
rest
sa
of your
ating
life.
meta.
At yun na
One
yung
of the
mga
best
heroes na
Luigi
inuuna.
players
Those are the
in the
heroes na
world,
pinaprioritize
and
ngayon
absolutely one of the
ng
best
mga
Luigi
teams. Because mas gusto
performances
nila yung mga
in
ganitong
the entirety of
controllers
this,
na sinasabi mo
tournament
nga
so far.
na at
Now,
least
looking at his
at
item
least
choices,
mawi-weigh down
do take
nila
note that
yung
he went in for
capability
Durance
nitong mga
after the
fighters na
Talisman
to.
because
And
he
one of
knows that
those
he can,
heroes
he
is
should be the one
Luigi,
to
na ngayon lang
supply
natin
that
nakita yung MVP of the game.
anti-regeneration from his
Udil.
opponents. But
Man,
not only that, this is
Udil,
a standard play for
Pag
all
sinabi
Louis
mong mga
players.
world-class
Sometimes
MLBB
Louis players
esports
tend to go
tournaments,
for defensive plays like
nandyan
going
na
for
siya.
the winter
Ever since
auction.
MSC,
But Udil says,
nandito
okay,
na
I can be
yan.
aggressive this time because
And
of
man,
how much they were
what
able
a way
lead.
to start
Do
off
take
para
note, this
dito
mid-range
sa
composition
M2
that I'm
World
trying to say
Championships.
once again,
With
it's
this
more
Louis pick
tailored on them just
na
trying
lapu-lapu
to
yung
get,
pinapakita. Na
more
nagulat talaga
objectives
tayo. I think
compared
nagulat
to
yung 10 kasi nung
what,
pagkalabas ng
what
lapu-lapu,
Jig'z
parang
came
what?
across were
Lapu-lapu
able to
yung
get.
nasa
For
harap.
example,
Yung
when
isip
they
mo
tried
na
to go
parang
for
magiging
those
magiging
aggressive
endgame
plays
na
from
lalabas
Dreammax
sila lahat
versus
sa
Udil,
portal. Pero
they
isa
Oo.
lang pala eh.
Isa lang
Isa
pala.
kailangan
gets
nila
into
lumabas
one part
dun
of
eh.
the map,
Oo,
getting so
nagulat
much jungle
sila
creeps
actually.
or
If
taking
you're
the turtle
10S
by
right
himself.
now,
There was also a
kung
time
last
when they were
time ng
setting up for
M1,
the
ginulat
Lord
tayo
take,
ng
they were
10S na
able
sila
to
ang
just
nananalo.
split the
This
map
time,
first and then
I
be
think
aggressive
iba
on
na
one
ang
specific-
balita,
specific
kay Bing
part.
Reptar.
And then the
I do
Yushin
feel
still
na
takes
yung
onto objectives.
meta
As a
nila
matter of
is
fact,
like,
the
meron silang
Yushin
tinatry na
I think
something.
only had one
Pero baka
kill
maging,
in
pero
the
baka
mid-game
hindi to
and with
effective
4
sa
assists,
Alter
and that was
Ego.
only
Kasi
off
again,
of
Joe
the
first pick,
Mountain Shocker, which
ang daming na open
It's just
sa
saying
side ng
automatic
Alter Ego.
gives assists,
Yeah, the
right?
moment I
So
saw
what
the
I'm trying to
Louis, I
point out
already
is
got
that this
worried para sa
Yushin
Joe
was
because
utilized in a way that it
makakapasok ka ba,
wasn't
Koro?
built
Oo,
for
hindi
direct
siya
kills,
makakapasok.
even when it
Makakahanap
has
ka ba ng pick-off dyan?
significant
And
amount
then
of
that
damage
opens up
against
again
heroes.
the Lapu-Lapu,
This was a
which is
Yushin
one of the best picks
masterclass
right
because
now
I
sa
know for
XP
sure
lane because
that in
maganda
this
yung wave
meta
clean niya,
game,
maganda yung
Yushin
damage.
should be played to
Binabaan
take
konti yung
objectives.
sustainability niya
Aggressively
with the
put
latest patch. Hindi na
yourself
siya
in a position
gaanong
wherein
kakunat, pero
the
andun pa rin yung
supports
damage,
and
Oo.
which is
the
one of
mid
the best
laners
things
will
about
be
the
aggressive in
Lapu-Lapu.
the map.
Yeah, nandun
as
pa
well as
rin
the
yung
side laners just
ano
securing
niya
their
eh,
lanes,
bukod sa
and your
damage, nandun
jungling
pa rin yung
Yushin just
ability niya
taken
makapag-dodge.
over the jungle
Parang dumami
and
kasi
those
yung ano
big
ng
objectives.
Lapu-Lapu eh.
My, oh
Dumami
my.
yung
So much to say for sure.
ano niya eh, yung
about
dash
this,
in, dash out
Oo.
eh, di ba?
Alter Ego
Parang,
and as
ako
well as
pag
10
actually
seconds
gumagamit
game
ako, I think
process,
may
I'm
mga
sure that
nakaka-relate na
there's
ako
still
pag
many things
sakit
that
pag
we need to
lapu-lapu ka,
talk about. Like, for
pindot-pindot
example,
ka na
the
lang kung
Alice
mobility
pick
niya sa
against the
ulti.
jungle, which was,
Magulat
I
ka na
think,
lang, ay,
is
puno na
so
buhay ko.
smart
Oh, ang dami mo
because it
pwede
allowed
i-dodge eh,
them
kasi
to have that,
tumatalon ka,
Tumatalon
ganun.
ka,
clear,
ganyan-ganyan. And
clean
yeah, I
sustain,
agree with you.
kind of hero
Um,
from the Alice
I think
just to clear
Koro
out
was the
waves
main
and
victim
make sure
ngayon
that lane
talaga of
is,
this game. Kasi
pretty much,
okay naman yung ginagawa ni na Obo yan eh.
online
Kumukuha
at
sila
most
dito ng mga
points of
pick-offs.
the game for
But
Alter
again,
Ego
the fact
Esports.
na
They
meron
also
kayong
have the
isang hero
Lapu-Lapu,
na
which
talagang
evidently
napilayan
won against
and
that show.
talagang hindi na-activate, deactivated. Kulang yung teamfight capability nyo, kulang yung plinano ninyong formula to deal with Alter Ego na mukhang, again, a team na kapag may sinabing command na pasok tayo, papasok lahat.
When you
Diba?
just
Or kahit wala
line it
silang
up with
command, kahit
someone like
makastan lang
Lapu-Lapu,
ng
for
isa si
example,
Leo Murphy,
or
merong isang
Tams,
miyembro ng
or
Alter Ego na
Benedetta,
malapit
for
lang
example,
nasasabihin,
because these
sige na nga,
heroes
Game
subukan
na.
natin,
Oh, sige, game na.
Subukan
I'm
natin
sure
ito
that
kunin.
At
Koro
isa to sa
with
mga
this
strengths
show
talaga ng Alter
tried to
Ego,
go
yung
for
decision
some of those
making
cheeky
nila laging
plays
on
like going
point
for
eh. Parang
flicker forward
sa
instead
sobrang
of backwards to stop
bilis
plays
din ng
opponent,
reflexes
but
nila. Ito yung
Alter
hindi
Ego
na
Esports
nagdadalawang isip.
saw through it
Ito
just
yung mga,
perfectly well. I think it was,
ito yung team
he went
na
0
commit
and
kung
4
commit.
at a certain
Di ba kung
point in
naliligaw
time
ka,
as the side
ituloy-tuloy mo
laner
na. Kumbaga,
for
no
the
regrets.
team of
Sabihin
10
mo
seconds
kagad,
game
I
first,
love
and
you.
I think
Ganun
that
kagad eh,
is
di ba?
And then
quite
napapaisip
unbearable
ulit ako,
for
like
the
going back again
Japanese
to the
squad.
draft,
Now,
it's
I think
kaya yung
that
mga
if
first
you are
picks na
looking at 10
nakita
seconds
natin,
game
other
first, they
than of
need to
course
kind of
control mages,
do a little
lahat
bit of a
ng mga
mix-up
first
because
picks usually
if
have the
you just
capability
look
na
up on
makalabas
their
sa
previous
sa
games,
fight
this
or
is
sa masamang
probably
sitwasyon
the
na
same
madali lang.
lineup that they are
Sipin mo, yung
doing.
mga
The
fighters na
Kajas
gumagana
for
ngayon,
Beyond
Yuzhong,
and
Black
the Blue
Dragon
Note
form,
Black
sa
Dragon
mga
form.
siya.
This,
Of course,
this is
the
a hero
Lapu-Lapu yung
that
sinasabi
is
mo na
better off in the
mobility niya
sidelines,
kahit
but
yung
was
ultimate
also
niya,
played in
mobility
the
skill
jungle
din yun
role,
eh.
Oo.
especially
Si
from
Khalid,
Indonesia.
minsan
But
bumaba
hopefully
konti
there's
pero nakita
something
natin
else
Raging
that
Sandstorm
10
as an
seconds
escape
game
tool.
first
So
can
necessarily,
actually
pag
do differently.
nag-isip tayo
Maybe
ng
that is their
fighters na
ticket
pwedeng
to at
lumaban
least
sa
evening up
front
this
line,
series.
sila
For
rin
now,
yung pwedeng
3
lumabas
game first,
kagad.
back
Yeah.
Isipin
the
natin si
casters
Johed because
right
of
now.
the movement speed that he gets na sa second skill
Sa
niya,
ejector, yeah.
sa ejector as well. And then since kinukuha niya yung yung pull yourself together, mabilis yung access niya sa flicker. Usually initiation tool yun,
Thanks,
pero
Wolf,
minsan
and
din nakita
welcome
natin na
back,
pantakas for Johan
everybody. And, you know,
Tax.
speaking of
Yeah,
back, man,
ito
the
yung mga
form of my back
fighters
has been
na
just getting better and better every
tumaas din
single
yung
time.
mobility.
And we
And again,
have to
heavy
thank our
emphasis
sponsor
para
here. A
dito
special
sa
thanks
mga
actually to the
side lane.
award
It's
winning
either ma-shutdown ka sa
gaming
gold
seats
lane,
engineered for
ma-shutdown
hours of
ka sa
comfort
XP
and
lane,
sitting form.
ma-shutdown
It
ka
has
sa
to be
isang
the
lane na
one
yun.
and
Ang
only
hirap
Secret
kasi
Lab. Absolutely love
napaka-importante
these
nung
guys.
extra
And
dagdag
you can actually
nitong
purchase one
mga
of these
siege
Transform
minions,
yourselves
nitong mga
available in the
wagons,
Secret Lab official
na
store
kapag
in major e-commerces in Singapore,
na-shutdown
or
ka,
visit
kunyari nawala ka sa lane,
Just as well, we
if
would
ever
like
man
to
may isa kang
thank
hindi
Singtel,
nakuha na
our
minion,
partner in
ang laking
esports,
delay
for
na sa'yo.
lag,
Para bang
free and
hindi lang
ultra-fast
jungle yung
gaming
nagdi-delay sa'yo eh.
experience
Yung
with
buong
Singapore's
XP mo na
fastest
chunk na ganun,
5G network.
mawawala
You come and
and
get the
lalaki
edge
ng
you
lalaki
need
yung
to
advantage
get
ng
on the
kalaban mo.
road
Lalo
to
na
a
nung
mythic
katapat mo.
in
Hindi
MLBB.
nga sila masyado nag-invade yung alter ego Nakaka-farm pa si
Oo.
si Obu yan ata, yung
Si-
nasa jungle nila.
Oo.
Basta yung jungle nila, yung carry nila.
Sa 10S.
Sa 10S
Sa
Gaming
10S.
Frost.
Si Obo yan, Kaje.
Yeah.
Oo.
Hindi siya masyado na-invadean. Nakakuha pa siya ng buff. Nakita mo, may purple and
Yung
orange
Bruno,
pa rin
yung
siya.
Bruno.
Yung Bruno.
Yeah.
Meron pa siya. But then, despite all of that, again, the focus now in this meta, the best pro teams realize na kailangan talaga natin mag-apply ng pressure sa side lanes.
Yeah.
Doon
And,
talaga yung importanteng control spot.
and again, kapag meron kang na shutdown na side lane, makakuha pa kayo ng energy shield, makuha ka ng extra gold, and mapipilitan itong jungle mo na mag-roam para lang tumulong. Which is, I think, yun na yung pressure ngayon sa mga junglers natin. Ito na yung meta na kung saan yung mga junglers na yung magi-invade. Hindi na yung dalawang tanks, hindi na yung dalawang support yung sasama. Parang kailangan niya nang gumalaw para maprotektahan yung sidelane sila. Again, meron kang 5 minutes max to really put in the pressure doon sa mga lanes.
Yeah, you can't overcommit para lang madepensahan yung jungler nyo. Actually, the teams that have dominated throughout M2 so far, sabihin natin, for example, Omega Esports, si Heath naman, hindi naman siya masyado pinoprotektahan si Haji. Nagpa-farm lang si Haji.
Oo.
Si Heath umiikot kasama si Haze.
Yeah, ganun ang ginagawa. Oh my. Exciting time.
I don't want to say Luo Yi, but as you can see, like I am subtly and subconsciously targeting Udil. I think you have to start thinking about Udil. Earlier, they were trying to stop Leo Murphy. They were banning against Leo Murphy, and right now I think that's a non-starter. Leo Murphy's just gonna do Leo Murphy things, but if there's anyone you want to kind of think about always, like have in the back of your mind, is Udil. He won the first game.
He absolutely won the first game. And now, looking at the current bans, it's going to be the Kaja, the Yishin Shin, the Jawhead coming out from Alter Ego, while 10 seconds are going to be taken away. The Brody and Natalia as they deliberate on their third. I really wish they had a cast the cam as you were saying that, because I could literally see you as it was coming out, the gears turning in your head. An absolute sight. Oh boy, little missed opportunity, but no worries. As the next pick, as the next ban coming out from 10 seconds is going to be the Esmeralda. Very standard. However, Benedetta wide out into the wide out in the open. Selena as well. Alter Ego have a lot of options here. Not to mention Matilda. Ah, well, there we go.
There's another. Okay, so Matilda here is going to have another notch added to her picks, but I wonder if it's another notch added to her win rate. She has an amazing kit, great damage, add some mobility, just all around, like you know, sprinkle of mobility to everyone, given the additional dash she provides for her team, and of course, circling eagle. Gonna save the sound if you'll know what I'm talking about for later when it does happen. It just confirms almost a single knockout. It's pretty good. Like comparing it to the likes of a Kaja or a Jawhead, this is a kit that you just cannot skimp out on. I think it's just a matter of time before she just skyrockets in contestation rate. Not that she needs it. No, not that she needs help with that right now, but I think it's a matter of time before we see her more often in the first half.
I totally agree. And I think, you know, with her early game kit where she can harass people rather safely, generating that shield and generating from her passive, it gets really, really frustrating to deal with. 10 seconds make a great decision, getting the Vendetta as well as getting the Loyi for themselves. At least they're taking it away from Udil, as we've seen absolutely crush it. Absolutely crushing it. Maybe not exactly the most priority of picks, but at the very least, if they decide to go for an early game composition on Alter Ego's side, it's something to reconsider. Loyi does a lot of damage.
Come to think of it, I think there's going to be a natural neutralization between these two mages in mid. Obuyan and Udil, there's so many things that these two guys have to do to confirm either the sweep or game number 3. And right now, again, even I am baffled by sometimes what Alter Ego does. Now, you see, Cho didn't do so well on Koro last game, right? But here's Alter Ego saying, all right, check this out. We're going to pick up the Cho. Y'all wonder now if it's going to be on Pai, if it's going to be on Yam, if it's going to be on Leo Murphy as a tank. But if there's anything I like, I got to say, for sure, no doubt, that Yu Zhong.
Yeah, I mean, that Yu Zhong, it's going to be pretty important here, and I think it's a really intelligent pick because Lapu Lapu was on the table. They could have easily said, oh yeah, we're going to fight 1v1, let's go and brawl all day long. 10 seconds gaming, locking in the Hayabusa for themselves, and ooh, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure about the Hayabusa pick here.
This early?
Yeah.
This early, and between with these bands two still on mages in point, mid, you can kind of stop the wombo combos. And I don't like the fact that it's a Hayabusa going just head on against a Matilda.
Of all things,
yes,
right?
the Matilda allows for shadow kill to be neutralized. That's an additional body that you're sharing slashes with.
And not to mention, it revolves around, oh, if Matilda is there and anybody else is around, they could all jump right onto her.
Exactly.
And it just becomes super, really, really ineffective in a lot of situations. But, you know, let's benefit of the doubt, maybe they're looking to split push. They have the Benedetta as well. So that could be something that they could be playing around with their options, just holding back punches, trying to fake them out later on. Ling going to be the next in the next ban for 10 Seconds Gaming, while Alter Ego going to be taking out the Lapu Lapu.
I don't know, man. I hate to beat a dead horse, but at what cost, really, are you going to be playing the mind games here? That is one hero. That is a big pick for Ashina, and you are, again, trying to force the game 3, trying to clutch it out, but again, there's only so much we can do. It's already in there. We're looking for another ban here for 10 Seconds Gaming Frost. They take out the Ling. On the other end, it's Alter Ego getting rid of the Lapu Lapu. I think they're looking to choke Selly Boy.
Ooh.
Oh no, they go ahead and get rid of Yam's earlier pick. That's going to be the Alice.
Yeah, I think that's a really smart option here because, again, Alice works absolutely great with the help of Matilda and as well as the help of Yu Song as well in that Black Dragon form. It just it corrals everybody in a nice little space that Atlas just absolutely loves destroying people in. And finally, it's going to be the Sylvana coming out of Alter Ego. So 10 Seconds Gaming, they're running out of options to kind of pick people off. Imperial Justice off the table now, so they have to kind of look for some hard CC elsewhere.
Both teams, though, have quite an easy go at tanks. I mean, it's only Jawhead and Sylvana that have been eliminated from the potential equation. So they still have, what? Baksha, Akai, Atlas. Atlas was doing well yesterday.
I don't necessarily agree with Atlas in this particular composition, especially for 10 Seconds Gaming. For Alter Ego, it might be a little bit beneficial. Even that's still arguable. The problem is that, again, like in the previous game, 10 Seconds Gaming, we're very linear. Atlas, extremely linear. He can't just come zooming out. He has to wait for that flicker to be online to catch people off guard.
That's why I'm thinking maybe Alter Ego would consider it. But right now, it's just not in the cards. They already have the Cho, which is more likely going to be played as a tank. So it's just 10 Second Gaming for us. We're waiting for their tank. I'm pretty sure they won't skimp on that. Right now, Alter Ego Esports, they still need to give Selly Boy a hero. By the way, Yusen Shin already taken out, so who can he pick? He can go for a Lancelot. Roger, although relatively falling off, still a solid pickup here. Oh, they might show us how to Bruno. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's a possibility. Harley. Ooh. I like myself a jungle Harley.
Yeah, you know, the worst thing about like researching the number in terms of hero pool coming out for a lot of the MPL Indonesian teams, those guys really ridiculous sometimes. As you can see, their pool is very, very large.
How about both of them? How about we look for a core? Nah, I'll give you both of them. So that's going to be the Roger and the Claude. Most likely the Claude. Actually no. With Roger and Claude, yeah, it's Roger who you put in the jungle, and then you put Claude in the gold lane. Now it's 10 seconds. Hold up, ladies and gentlemen, cowbells, put some cowbells up in here. Minotaur shows up.
Speaking of the Renaissance, the Renaissance is coming back.
I get one chef's kiss per series. This is it. Mwah. That's the one.
Woo, so early on, man.
That's the one.
Oh, this is going to be great.
Where's the beef? It's here.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be pretty nuts because we haven't seen Minotaur, again, very similar to the Atlas, except in terms of execution, a lot easier to perform, has some major, major impact into the game. But more importantly so, how in the world are they going to pull this off? Alter Ego just can take a couple of Purifies and kind of walk on out of there. So Battle Spell is going to be very, very important.
Yep, and again, we will take note of what that is once we enter the Land of Dawn. Get in. I have to make a confession real quick. I'm still on Cloud 9, dude. Like, it's been a while since I've seen Minotaur. I'm pretty sure folks at home as well. So, on behalf of everyone watching, we would like to say arigatou gozaimasu for bringing out the Minotaur, because this is going to be fun. Like, especially they pull this off, by the way, because nobody expects this. So, all right, every day we get a nice comeback. We get a nice pick. This is the first one.
Yeah, this is going to be really interesting. I mean, oh boy, let's see how this goes as Alter Ego is going to be looking to harass them very early on into the game, while the rest of the members of 10 Second Gaming Frost is looking to play for that team fight, that split push. They've got plenty of options, but lane dominance and pressure is going to be the name of the game for 10 Seconds Gaming Frost.
Here we go. It looks to be, I don't know, man. It looks to be that 10 Seconds Gaming Frost just wants to put on a show. But just the same, I trust that they're going to do well with this. It's a solid 1-3-1 for both of them. And again, let's take a look at the battle spells after this little skirmish. Ooh, the fight for the Little Wanderer. Who took it? Leo Murphy.
Leo Murphy was able to pick it up at that point in time, but I don't think it really bothers them a little too much here. I think at the end of the day, as long as they keep harassing them and keeping them on their toes, China, you better have his retribution. Yes, he does. Leo Murphy forced to go backwards, and Udil going to continue harassing the mid lane as much as possible.
Now, noting the battle spells, this is odd. It's 10 Second Gaming Frost with 3 of their Purifies.
Oh boy.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
So they're going to essentially eat the Circling Eagle. They're going to eat the Way of the Dragon. And I don't know what else they're thinking here. This is interesting.
I would have expected it to be the other way around, but that's not all. Matilda getting some good damage onto Sheena as the rest of the team looks to rotate on out of there. The harass is there, and now they are forcing them back away from the Soul of Lava. Papa in trouble here. He's going to go for the full dive, and Selly Boy having the time of his life win in that Lycan form, getting some free stuff. Oh, he even checks the brush just in case, and now it's going to be another free kill as he comes and pounces on to get that piece of meat.
Oh, the Wolf gets the cow, ladies and gentlemen. 2-0 currently with about 1,000 gold ahead. Alter Ego Esports. Man, if the 5-6 minute choke earlier was soon, check this out. They're taking small camps already 2 minutes in.
Yeah, I mean, they're already they're pretty ahead. They're 1K ahead at 2 minutes into the game. Not that big of a deal because 10-second gaming can easily come back off of this next big neutral objective with the turtle.
First turtle already up. Again, this new patch, ladies and gentlemen, just makes things a little faster, so there's more action all over. Now, Black Dragon form!
Yep, going in. Koro just buying some time. He can't turn around. He has to execute. Oh, he didn't get it off in time. Leo Murphy there to save the day. Third hit of G could no. Oh, Koro! He goes in for the full combo, gets it, and Leo Murphy realizes, oh boy, sorry, bro. I'm out of here. Gotta make a move. K-Thanks, bye.
Okay, maybe a little too bold of Yam to think that they could have done that, especially since a lot of members were missing from Tekken Sense Gaming Frost. But right now, Selly Boy stole the purple. Oh, not a good look for Sheena.
Oh yeah, this is going to be really difficult for Sheena. He really needs that purple of all things because he needs that. It allows him to rotate fast. It helps him clear camps really, really quickly as well. Because again, he's very dependent on that energy. He gets hit by the weight of the dragon. And speaking of which, Udil comes to try and harass him through. But now the quad shadow comes on out. It allows him to escape right after the Oki shadow kill. Sheena, some really great mechanics there to keep himself alive.
All right, so far that was just Sheena not ready for it yet. Needs more items, and of course maybe a more concentrated amount of members, maybe just 1 or 2. But again, this is what we're talking about. Like the kind of hero that Matilda is, that Udil is playing, it just naturally counters what Shadowkill's trying to do.
Yep, and Koro having a little bit of a tough time after, after a couple of games here. But Yam seems to be controlling the lane, even though he's a level down. Leo Murphy, oh wait, Yam coming in one more time. Can they win this out? But Yam, he's gonna get immediately by Sheena. He goes into his Black Dragon form, and Yam, he wanted more. But however, looking out on the bot side, Papa is on his way out in Pi as well as Udil, making sure they are putting a lot of damage to allow Selly Boy to just easily clean up in that backside. Talk about dives. These guys fear nothing.
Love the use of the killing spree here, able to heal you up after a kill. So yeah, Selly Boy can just go ahead and go unpunished. But it looks like the answer for 10 Seconds Gaming Frost here is to mirror. Essentially, y'all take bottom, fine, we'll take top. And with Sheena and Koro, no doubt they're going to be able to push much, much faster.
Yeah, however, they still net themselves. They're able to defend down bot side. However, Udil is coming in hot, getting some good damage. That harass is so frustrating. And even though we do see the Papa on that Harith, it's starting to become really frustrating.
I'm feeling for Papa, actually. A lot of what he's been doing recently in the past 5 minutes of this game were very reactive, especially given that he is in the gold lane. It's just tough all over for this little white-haired boy, seeing that he's sitting at 0-2-0. Even with Mystery Shop, items are going to come tough.
Yeah, Selly Boy is just getting so far ahead of the game. He's level 8, the highest level so far, and Sheena trying to catch up at level 7. But however, his buffs keep getting stolen away. And even though he does have that Soul of Lava for a good majority of the game, it's not as good as this rotation here. Seva coming in with a massive ult just to slow them down. But the dive from Selly Boy, he does not care. The backline Koro looking to make things happen on that Benedetta. The final blow has come through. Gam now has overextended a 3-for-2 trade. An instigation of war, but 10 Seconds Gaming looking for more. Koro, all right, Spread Eagle is going to be absolutely fine, but Koro should be able... Oh, no! He misses right at the end! Doesn't get that extra kill.
I love the use of circling Eagle there at the full circumference, right at the opening of the jungle. I think Udil was planning for that, and he's like, okay, I can see that I have a Cyclone Eye here. I'm out. All right, good luck, Koro. And again, that's just the talent. That's just the skill, the mechanics that Alter Ego Esports has. And right now, I was going to say, man, that was the first trade that 10 Seconds Gaming Frost won, but in the end, they couldn't convert to anything, so it didn't amount to much. So I think at least if they keep building that up and if they can use the Minoan Fury here properly, the next time around, then maybe, just maybe, they got one. Oh, nice takeout onto Yam.
Yeah, these small skirmishes coming in from 10 Seconds Gaming Frost is looking a little bit more comfortable, especially between Sheena, if they mix it up with Koro. Oh no, Koro, speaking of which, he's gonna get absolutely blasted here with the Blazing Duet coming in from Pi with the help of Leo Murphy. And Smevna, he's gonna be going down as well. Selly Boy making sure that he is getting some good work in with the help of Udil, making sure that he's bringing him down to at least 50% health, allowing Selly Boy to dive.
And look at this, right on cue. That's Selly Boy preparing for the second turtle of the game. And this guy knows he's got an internal clock. He's going to take the small camp and then go for the turtle. And I'm guessing rotate down bottom because that's a lot of pressure crashing down on to Yam. But hold up, Leo Murphy picking a fight. Wave the dragon in.
Oh, it's just gonna force him out, and Yam coming in with the black dragon form to say, hey, stay back. You're not getting this turtle. Not at all. Don't touch it. Don't come close.
Not even a sight. No.
Nope, not even good. Oh, wait, Leo Murphy taking quite a bit of dispersion damage. Sheena, he's getting close. Can he go in for the Okay Shadow kill? Yes, he does, and RNG was on his side, but he takes the Shadow back to pull him back into safety. Some good trades overall. Sheena getting big.
Oh, I think it was that moment that your boy Leo Murphy was looking for the Cyclone Eye and he missed it. I think that's exactly what he needed. If he had a Cyclone Eye, he would have been fine. But I guess good for 10 seconds Gaming Frost, he didn't. And they get the pick off on the tank. So I'm guessing, I don't know, are they conditioning Leo Murphy at this point? Are they saying, hey, don't dive in too much because if you do, you're going to get a good taste of Sheena's katana. By the way, this young man sitting at 3-0-3. It's a great look for the Hayabusa right now.
Yeah, he's definitely catching up. But looking over at Sully Boy, he's still significantly ahead of the
Oh, in
curve
perspective,
here. Yeah,
definitely.
Which is, oh no, Sven, he needs to go in. He has no option. If he jumps back, he's just taking free damage. He has to be known through. He can actually do it right now. But again, he sees Leo Murphy and he's like, not the best option.
I'm still waiting for Papa to show up. Like, Papa, this is what? A throwback from 2019, man. The Minotaur and the Harriet. This is what everything was all about. And now there's new heroes part of this formula, but hold up.
All right, Zaman Cross has already popped up. Papa is now in a lot of trouble. However, the backline Pi is finally coming up with a blazing duet. Everything seems to be A-okay as Koro trying to make things work for the final blow. But Svenja, he finally is able to put that Berserk key. Can he get that ult down? Yes, he does. And this is the opportunity that 10 Seconds Gaming have been waiting for. But Yam is still holding on to his guns. Passive being procced twice in a fight. But that's not going to be enough with the amount of damage coming out of Obuyan.
Ooh, the 10 Seconds Gaming Frost comeback. They've done this, what, twice now? The 3 for 2? And so far, it's just a matter of turning it into something else. Sure, kills are good, gold is great, but you have to find a way to make this count on the map. And yes, they pushed mid, and now they have a great wave coming in from bottom. Top was surprisingly okay, like they were trading turrets. So now, First Lord definitely looks like they can contest.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they got a free turret off of that. They got a +1 on that kill. Now, they even stole away one jungle camp. Not that big of a deal, but if you look at the goal right now, it's looking a lot better compared to like 3 minutes ago.
They definitely did great to recover, but as we say that, man, Pi picks up the Corrosion Scythe, and now we know at least that if he wants to duel, he can.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty scary because inevitably Pi is going for that utility build. He doesn't have to go for that hard carry build. With the Corrosion Scythe, sure, the on-hit effect is going to slow everybody just so that Sully Boy can finish them off.
And even Udil, I think Udil hurts at this point. Impure Rage, all of those wisps, imagine the damage.
Ah, that's really gotta hurt. So, what is the macro play coming here from Alter Ego's side? Where are they going to prioritize their resources on the map?
It looks like they want to put pressure on bottom so that they're later on clear for Lord. And yeah, the heat signature from this team right now is just way down bottom. I don't know if this is the right thing, but it looks like they want to bear heavy on Papa.
Yep, and they're going to dive him straight away. Way of the Dragon as well as the Blazing Duet. Double Shinpo is not going to be enough to, sorry, not Double Shinpo, but the shields aren't going to be enough to actually pull them through on this side. However, Alter Ego still looking for options to make it happen. Harith is already down, but now it's going to be Srinya, the next to fall. Koro going in pretty hard here. Can he finish off this kill with Yam on his back? But Leo Murphy is left by himself in the process of the fight. Sheena manages to come up on top 3 for 2 in favor of 10 Second Game Frost.
Again, that's another go at this unfortunate trade. And I think Alter Ego Esports, they now regret putting so many bodies down bottom, and they turned what should have been just a finesse move, you know, instead of a suave dodge into just a head-on collision. And at this point, 10 Seconds Gaming Frost, they've been winning more of those fights.
Yes, they have. And now Koro, once again, playing with fire here. Final blow already being used, getting his double slashes to kind of close the distance to get away, losing 50% of his HP. But I think this is just the beauty of Benedetta. It's like, oh, as long as you don't kill me, you don't get the gold, but I will absolutely destroy your wave control.
Right now, wave control is on either side. It's relatively at equilibrium. It's like these teams are actually freezing the waves on purpose. But if it were up to us right here, I think the Lord should be the next move. But right now, there's a big team fight. Black Dragon form.
Yeah, it's looking really, really good for Alter Ego. They've already chunked out. They've already chunked out Koro here for the large majority of that fight. Koro goes down, and now the Blazing Duet. Oh my goodness! Where did they all go? 10 Seconds Gaming didn't even stand a chance there as Papa tries to pop his ult. He dies before the first wave even comes out.
Oh, it's not looking good. As awesome as Sheena is having it, 6-0-5, ladies and gentlemen, this Hayabusa is having a fine time. Papa, not so much. I'd hate to say it, but it looks like the end is nigh. Man, 10 seconds away, this might just be it.
Yeah, and they're just going straight for the end. The Oki Shadow Kill gonna be ineffective with minions around. And congratulations, that's gonna be a 2-0 for Alter Ego.
Wow, our MPL Invitation champions, again, hungry from their heartbreaking defeat at the recently concluded Season 6 finals against RQ Hoshi from their home country of Indonesia. Come in strong here into M2, starting the day undoubtedly with dominance. I don't know, man. This puts 10 Seconds Gaming Frost in such a position wherein they have to reconsider. They have to reset hard, and they have to see, what did we do wrong? How can we fix that? And was it too soon to take out the Minotaur?
I think, you know, all in all, this is some high-level play coming out for Alter Ego, because even though they are losing the trade, they are literally losing the trades. If you can't translate it, you get literally nothing. So it's just the selection of timings for the fight for Alter Ego as well. It's just so good.
Yep, and right now, I just gotta say, man, Yam is just fitting in so well, all right? I don't feel the lack of the original lineup just yet, and just the same I can say for everyone else in the lineup. Sully Boy, Pai, Udil, Leo Murphy. He was a little messy, to be honest. He was a little messy with the show early on, but I guess it was all part of the plan.
Yeah, it definitely was all part of the plan, I suppose, but oh man, so heartbreaking to see, especially for 10 Second Gaming fans out there. But don't worry, this is the group stage. They're not under scrutiny for elimination just yet.
This is just the first game in this group. Once more, this is Group C, which a lot of people are calling the group of death.
It is so dangerous. Now, with that being said, you can catch the live stream of the mega event, Mobile Legends Bang Bang M2 World Championships 2020, held in Singapore's Shangri-La Hotel for free on MeWatch from the 18th to the 24th of January. A total of 12 teams from 9 countries, including RSG and EVOS SG from Singapore, competing for 300,000 USD. With that being said, I mean, guys, Singaporeans, support Team SG in the group stage.
It's going to be a longer day because we've got 5 more series coming at you. But right now, we're going to be throwing it over to our analyst, by the way, from the caster's desk. We're going to be signing off for now. My name is Leo. This right here is Gideon Q. Wolf, tell us what exactly went down between Alter Ego and 10 Seconds Gaming Frost.
I think it was a big snowball, and there were so many faults, I would say, in this Renaissance kind of lineup coming out from 10 Seconds Gaming Frost that Alter Ego Esports really exposed to us. My name is Wolf. Let's talk about that particular match. Now, maybe the first thing that we have to talk about here is the draft. In a way, this is, I would say, a win condition kind of draft. I mean, obviously, a win condition as a term is a totally different thing. But what 10 Seconds Gaming Frost did was a win condition type of lineup wherein you absolutely need that win condition, which was to land your ultimate. The Minoan Fury is such a volatile kind of skill right now, I would say, because it is dependent from you actually doing it. And not only that, you need to stack up on rage, right? That's the thing with Minotaur. And what Alter Ego Esports did was to expose that kind of weakness. That weakness being, if your rage is wasted, you will not get a valid team fight. And if you don't land your ultimate on this Minoan Fury, you are probably an anchor to your team. You do not supply anything else. It's not like even a Tiger with a lot of knockups. It's not like a hero that can invade into the jungle. Those so many problems that 10 Seconds Gaming Frost have with this Minotaur pick that Alter Ego Esports just literally just screwed through. Now I want to say, with the items picked up by Alter Ego Esports, they were so standard at this point. There's really not much that you have to talk about. Maybe this Dreadnought armor picked up by Leo Murphy, which was so much value against all the physical damage out of 10 Seconds Gaming Frost. Obviously, you have the Benedetta and the Hayabusa. They were dealing so much damage. And when the Queen's Wings came out from Celiboy, when the breastplates coming out from both Yam and Pai came out, it's just really just easy for them to deal against the 10 Seconds Gaming Frost. Now, going back to what we were talking about, how conditional the lineup of 10 Seconds Gaming Frost was, it was really exposed by Alter Ego Esports even at the early stages of the game, particularly in the first minute or first 1 to 2 minutes, wherein Sheena on this Hayabusa tried to clear the mid lane and then go towards his own buffs, particularly that orange buff up top lane, where Alter Ego Esports just put in 3 of their heroes in there so that they can contest Sheena, and there's nothing that they could have done to actually salvage that fight because they are donning once again this Minotaur. Perhaps if you look back a few years back, a few months, actually it was years back, a few years back, the Minotaur is a hero that can save your jungle or can at least secure your jungle for you. But unfortunately, in this meta game that we have, it's no longer that effective. Now, the MVP of the match is Yam with a 3, 6, and 4 performance on the Yuzong, just standing in for Ahmad's big shoes to fill for sure. But he's actually playing in the XP lane more so than Pai, for example. And this actually allowed Yam to just show off in this particular tournament. I really love how in the second game he utilized his ultimate, that Yuzong Dragon form, to be able to just be disruptive in teamfights. I think there was a very crucial clash up top lane where he was able to just stop Benedetta from moving out, was able to just control this Hayabusa as well as this Harith. Because if you think about it, the knockups or the knockbacks from the Yuzong ultimate is just way too potent that it actually just wins you the fights. It might even be there to kind of control the Minoan Fury, right? It just so much disruptive force coming out from this Yuzong that it was unanswered by 10 Seconds Gaming Frost. Now, also have to take note, this Matilda is a hero that you really will have to look at when you are red side, which is the second pick. Do you actually give out the Matilda to your opponents? The trade-off for 10 Seconds Gaming was actually the Benedetta. And looking at the highlights, for sure, Alter Ego Esports also took over the map in the early stages of the game. Like what they're doing right now, they're trying to just be aggressive against 10 Second Game Frost. And even when 10 Seconds Game Frost are kind of winning those skirmishes, if you're looking at the economy, it's always on the side of Alter Ego Esports. Look at the top part of your screen where the map is. And this was a very good fight coming out from 10 Seconds Game Frost. Look at Yam, however, with this very disruptive usage of the ultimate. For sure, these clashes we're gonna be favoring of 10 Seconds Gaming Frost, but I would want you to look at that wonderful ultimate coming out from Sevnea, but unfortunately that was the last thing I will see about that. A pick off into the bottom lane coming out from Alter Ego Esports, just making it sure that they are aggressive against 10 Seconds Gaming Frost, but the Japanese squad were able to just return it back. And I love the usage of the Hayabusa, but this clash happened, and we might be pausing here because this is such a wonderful recovery coming out from Alter Ego Esports. Do take note very quickly that the Yuzong came from this side and was able to just time his ultimate properly so that in the middle where everybody was clumped up, and you know what's gonna happen if you're all clumped up together against a Yuzong, against all the ultimates. The Blazing Do It was far from perfect. Actually, this particular area that you're seeing your screen right now, encircled, is just way too good for Alter Ego Esports. The ultimates have been spent already on the side of 10 Seconds Gaming Frost. If you're looking at the green dots in their icons, and what happens now is that because they didn't have their ultimates, the timing was then so perfect for the Claude as well as the Yuzong to come in and punish 10 Seconds Gaming Frost. Obviously, that was a wonderful clash, and they snowballed from their Alter Ego Esports. They just disrupted the win conditions from 10 Seconds Gaming Frost, and then eventually just took over the game. A masterful display coming out from one of the best teams in the world. Well, technically speaking, the best team in the world right now off of a recent championship, at least in Southeast Asia. I mean, not in the world yet, but in Southeast Asia. But we'll see if they do bring more action, right? Because they are going to be facing up against Bren Esports for sure. And that was a rematch of the recently concluded Southeast Asian tournament that we have. Now, let's talk a little bit about 10 Seconds Gaming Frost, how they can recover. They still have one more match, and that is also against Bren Esports. It's a team that's also very strong. If they do show us a little bit of a mix-up, something that is not too crazy that you will go back to the Minotaur, maybe something so flexible, like the Harriet, for example, I like the idea. But maybe if they show us something else that's outside of the meta or very, I would say, signature for their style, maybe they can net the victory. But that has been it for my analysis of that 2-game series between 10 Seconds Gaming Frost and Alter Ego Esports. More of M2 when we come back after this break.
Killing spree! Mega kill! Unstoppable monster kill!
Chivalry is dead. I will revive it.